if you did not subscribe our channel yet, so please go to the subscribe button, red color, and click this. And if you want to get notification of each video, so select all here. So now you have subscribed our channel, you will get new video every time. Hello guys, today we will tell you about the metal tank heating and cooling system. That last time already we have told you about the tank and agitator and all items and heater and what is the working of this tank. And today we will describe the system of cooling and handling. You can see that the thermocoil, that this is the tank, and thermocoil will come to here from this pipe, and it will be enter in your heat exchanger. And also when it will be moved inside, and so it will become through this pipe to pump will suck, and pump will throw this thermocoil to your tank. And when your this valve also, that this is voltage operating valve, so when the current will become here, at that time it will be open, so your water circulation will be there. And here this is we will provide the video of your you can check in your link that this is heat exchanger, what is the working of this. So this is for our new viewers who did not see our previous video. So now we will how it will work. So we will tell you that only you have to knowledge that what is the working of this, that thermocoil will enter this, and after sucking of this motor, it will be go to back in your. Suppose that the heater is not working well, heater is working, but this pump is not circulate your thermocoil, so that time heat will be only bottom side, not upside. And we will fix one sensor or thermocouple at the middle side. So when it will be rotate, so that time your thermic oil will be in circulation, so your temperature will be uniform all in your tank. So what is the working of this? Because I know that somebody that who is working on the machine don't know how to work and what is the working of this system, that how we will maintain temperature, because in summer and in also in cooling winter section, so that time temperature decreasing or increasing is a main issue in polyurethane machine. Polyurethane machine basically when your chemical is not proper heating or cooling, so that time your quality will not get, you could not get good quality. So now that we will tell you that you can see that voltmeter for every phase, in each phase you have to put your voltmeter. And also that this CT we already described you in our previous video. This is the temperature controller or PID. We suggest to everybody that PID must be there, because it is our experience that if PID is here, so more accuracy you can get from this. That phases the main supply will come, and after that in your there are the two coil, one coil for heating and one coil for your cooling system. When your thermocouple will indicate, will inform to your PID that what is the temperature of your metal tank. So that time, if that suppose that we need we require temperature 40 degree and normal temperature is 30 degree, so this heater should be on. So that time it will send the command to your heating contactor, and the contactor coil will be you can see that we will show you that here contactor coil, your contactor coil will be on every time. So if your now that's okay. So when it will be give the supply your contactor, heater contactor, so in coil, so that time contactor of your heater will operate, will run, will start, will on. So that time supply will be go in your contactor, and contactor will supply to your heater. So heater will be on. So that time your heating as well as it will reach our required temperature, that time it will be stopped. So that time it means off. And water we in the PID we can set the value what is the difference between the two value, that heating and cooling also. That suppose we need that 40 degree temperature, we can set our temperature 40 degree, but inside we can set for cooling system 40 suppose for 40 degree, so it will be take the 1 to 1.5 degree plus minus to operate both system. It is not possible that that heating is and cooling will on at a one time. So that is the, so we recommend it that recommend every time that you have to fix PID besides your temperature controller. Now what is the working of this? So that you can see here that this is the heater, two heater, one this and also one this. Already here you can see I have suppose that this is that the second heater is this is the second heater. No, that this is the your second heater. So two heater are here. Now this is the one contactor for this heater and one another contactor for this heater. We will operate both heater same time with only one contactor. Two contactor in with one relay. We will fix one relay for two contactor. So when relay will be operate, so that time both contactor will be start. If suppose that the heater of this this side heater is damaged, so that time we can off this MPCB, so that and we can remove this heater and your machine will not go in breakdown. So that time you can remove heater or something like this. So but your system will be run. So we take the precaution to do these things. This icon for your oil circulation. And what is that if you are fixing one selector switch, so you can direct, because you have fixed here MPCB, so 24 volt DC power supply. If you want to fix contactor 24 volt DC, so fix one power supply there, and after fuse fix a switch, fix a fuse, and direct minus voltage in relay. And also that selector switch, when selector switch on, that time current will be passed and idle coil on will be on. So that time you will get supply in both heaters same time. If you want to fix that some on and off system, do you want that you want to push and only off that, so that time you can make this only that remove that and you have to fix one end point of your contactor of your thermocoil, so it will be start when you will push, so that time current will be circulate, because it will be on that time and no, so it will be current will pass through this anode, because that time when it will be pushed, so that time it will be on, so this will go anode will go in NC position, so it will be start. So if you don't want to run this and you need to stop, so that time you can stop push button also. That is simple thing, but we want to tell you that this is the simple diagram, controlling diagram of this, and we will provide one by one of all system, that agitators, and also in the last we will make a diagram in your schematic also, and we will tell that how to read this diagram and how to maintain your system of your tank also. That first we have to describe here that when your temperature is not reached there, that suppose that now temperature is 40 you have set, and temperature of the tank is around 25, so that time heater will be on. And when temperature increase high and you need suppose 40 and temperature reach up for 45, you have put new material in your tank, and because we heat your material when we load the material in your tank, so that time temperature will be increased, so that time we need to start our cooling system. So that time your electric solenoid valve will be operate through this PID, and this valve will be operate, so that time circulation will be here. we cannot stop anytime this circulation motor. Circulation motor must be run every time. Which if you run stop this motor, so circulating of your thermic oil will not, and your heating will not uniformly in your tank. So we have to watch every time that this is working or not. We have to take, we will tell you that we will take the precaution that this contactor is ready and in starting position or not. We will take interlock of this contactor in our system when we will start our transfer pump, and transfer and loading pump also we will tell you in other video. So guys, if you have to any inquiry, so please comment us, and so we will modify and we will tell you that how to rectify the problem. Okay, thank you very much.